Jason Kramer. I'm here with Control Voltage, helping Dubspot out at Decibel Festival. Control voltage is a way to automate changes with analog gear. Sometimes those changes are note values, like if your bass line goes from an A to a B, that could be a control voltage. Also, if your bass line from the oscillator itself goes into a filter and you want that filter to open up maybe every 2 bars or whatever to your taste, that can be a control voltage as well. Modular synth, it actually is more of a format, I would say, in that it's modular. You can add effects, you can add sound sources and processors to your rig. A module has to have a few things. In EuroRack, it's 5 inches tall. It is going to mount on a rail mounting system, and it's going to connect to a power distribution block in the back. But what it does after that is there's so many different things. I think probably not the first thing people think of when they think of EuroRack Modular or modular synths in general. Usually you're thinking of a synth voice or something that makes noise. But with trigger sequencers and modules that do math like multiplication or division, by means of those and clocking modules, we can come up with sequences that are very compelling for drumming. So why don't we start off with a simple bass clap hat patch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to patch up a kick, clap, and hat into a little mixer, and I'm going to send the output of that mixer to our final stage output. And then I'm going to start sending triggers, and that way you can see how the beat is created and maybe how the beat shifts around through control voltage. So yeah, bass drum output, mixer input 1. I'll grab different colored cables here so we can tell the difference. Clap output, mixer channel 2. And hat output, mixer channel 3. Output from that mixer to our final stage output. So there we go, that's patched in, and now we get to build our beat through adding some clocking messages. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the 4MS pingable envelope generator, tap in a quick tempo, and then use this as our master clock source. And I don't know if you can see, but this guy here is now doing some multiplication. Actually, it's doing some division, and it's creating a sequence based on math. Starting point being this one LED jack output here from the peg. So from that, the hi-hat, actually I'm going to speed this up just a little bit, I can tell we're going to need it. So pretty simple, we just have hat volume here, a little mix adjustment. Our hats are on 1/8 notes. I'm going to add a clap in there. And then I'm going to add a bass drum. So there's a quick beat. I was sucked in kind of immediately, I think, as soon as I got my hands on it. As soon as some friends got some gear and I got to play with it, there was really no question that I was eventually going to get into it. I kind of had to understand it for myself to be able to make the jump and leap into it, but it's been incredibly inspirational for all the happy accidents. And actually what it does for me, or what it did for me, was kind of increase my sonic sort of vocabulary of what I understand about synthesis, and brought together what I learned back in school, you know, with learning digital synths and computer production and stuff. So it kind of comes full circle. Don't try and figure everything out at once. You see a lot of blinking lights and maybe a couple acronyms that you don't understand, but a lot of times you look at it, or I see people in the shop look at it and just go, kind of heads explode almost with, how do people figure this out? And the way that I do it is one module at a time. You know, you figure out what an LFO does, its root function, and then from there figure out what's special about this LFO. Well, does it have input? Does it have output? If you take it one module at a time and figure it out that way, it's a lot easier to understand. And then going hands-on with it just by yourself, whether you put the headphones on or not, just sort of be loud and be noisy and understand what's in front of you. And then that way, when you come across a happy accident, you know why it happened, and you can take advantage of that later on and sort of mix that into your song. Because EuroRack Modular has expanded to the point where it is today with, I think, roughly about 100 manufacturers all over the world making modules, there is very little chance that your modular synth is going to be like anybody else's, because you can pick and choose from, and I don't know the exact number, but I'd say roughly 1,000 modules. What's going to be in your case, there's nobody else that's going to have those same modules in that same configuration. So yeah, totally, it's a way to have a super unique sound.
Welcome to Dubspot. We believe in providing you hands-on experience right away. Whether you're completely new to music and want to turn the sounds in your head into a musical reality, or you're an experienced artist looking to refine your skills and add new tools to your arsenal, we're ready to meet you at your level. For students of all ages, all levels, and all styles of music, Dubspot is here to help you achieve your goals. With course offerings both online wherever you are and at our school in the heart of New York City, we are ready to guide you through the next phase of your musical transformation. Whether you want to produce music, DJ, or do both, you've come to the right place. Come explore Dubspot for yourself, become a part of our community, and make music.